rise and shine, and cardinal and gold, it's our time to grind. From the first day we stepped on this scene with dreams in our.
What's up, Wildcat Way Podcast? I'm here with the choir from Columbia High School. They're just back from state, so we're in here interviewing them today. Care to introduce you guys?
Yeah, so I'm Oscar Dominguez. I am Columbia's choir president, and I am a senior.
I'm Haley Bachman, choir vice president. I'm a senior, and I'm in con, brio, and chamber.
I'm Vanessa Hernandez. I'm a senior. I'm a choral representative for Combrio, and I am chamber as well.
I'm Mrs. Scene. I'm the choir director at Columbia High School.
Hi, my name is Lindy Larson. I'm a freshman here at Columbia, and I'm in treble choir.
All right. So I don't really know a lot about choir. My dad kind of did it along with band. And can you guys explain it? Is there subsections? Is there different ways you can compete? How do you compete? How do you guys go in state?
Yeah, so basically, to sum it up, choir is just singing. And so that's the easy answer. That's the easy answer. And so, as part of a choir, you'll have different voice parts that's based on their range, like how the pitches that their voice can go. And then if we're competing wise, you'll get a selection of songs called your repertoire, which then you'll practice and memorize. And then eventually you'll perform in front of either judges or educators, and they will say how well you've done.
So we also, just to add on to what Oscar's saying, because you're spot on, we offer 4 choirs here at Columbia. They range anywhere from beginning ensembles to our advanced ensembles. Some of them are only treble singers, which is just only girls. Some of them are only boys. And then we have one that's both of them singing together. And then we have multiple ways we can compete. So if people want to do solos, we have solo and ensemble that is happening in a couple weeks. So our individual choir members, if they say, you know what, I want to try singing by myself or in a duet, then they sign up for solo and ensemble and they challenge themselves that way. Or if they say they want to be a part of a larger ensemble, we have something called All State. And then every other year we have something called All Northwest. And those things truly are in October, people are submitting auditions all across the state from 1A to 6A. And it's I help lead All State. So on the back end, I can tell you there was 1,600 auditions across the state submitted. And for the singers, we only accepted 300 of them. Right. So in All State, there's both a treble choir, so it's an all women's choir, and then a mixed choir. And then I actually got the opportunity to lead the mixed choir and do all the planning and getting our directors for that. So there's a really quick debrief.
Awesome. So when you guys say auditions, can you do it online, or if someone's in the middle of Idaho, can you send it to them, or do they all have to travel to one place and do auditions?
For All State, they submit them online. So we have to record individual tracks. There's probably 7 different things that each singer has to individually record, and then they submit it. And then we hire directors from all across the state, and they're called screeners, and they have to listen to 100 tenor ones that are auditioning. And out of those, 30 of them are going to get selected. So it's pretty tight.
I like music as much as the next guy, but I don't think I can listen to the same song. So what's, do you guys have a go-to song, one that you guys, you said you guys get a list. Is there one that you guys see and you're oh, cool, I got this one, or something like that?
I will say this year especially, we've liked to tackle songs of different languages because music comes from all over the world. So getting into different languages or different cultures, it can totally change up the rhythm, and it can bring a totally new experience than just, our classical American music. Yeah.
Oh, that's a trip. I didn't know you guys did different languages. Is that can you compete for different languages, or is that like a Christmas caroling type of thing?
So we don't necessarily have to compete. We have festival coming up in a month, and that's our version of the ISATs. It's what we work towards all year. And then we have people that we call adjudicators or judges, and they'll score us and say, we think you're doing these things well musically. These are the things that you got to work on in the future. And for festival particularly, you have to sing a song of a foreign language. So I can tell you that yesterday we had a parent come in who speaks Zulu, because Conbrio was singing a song in South African Zulu, and he taught us so much, and I was outside of my comfort zone, and it was so cool. And then today we were working on our Spanish flamenco song in chamber. So there's a community member who runs an Idaho flamenco dancing group and singing group, and she came in and she taught us more about this culture, so we could like sing that song at a more like authentic level. Yeah.
So you guys kind of mentioned all Northwest. Can you guys go a little bit more in depth about it? Just kind of, what is it? Is it what's the next step after Northwest, or what is Northwest?
Okay, so all Northwest is basically like all state, but this includes like regional. It's a regional choir. This includes Alaska, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington.
Wyoming.
So yeah, it includes those states. Again, same process. It's online, but the difficult part about that auditioning process is like one of the, I guess you get to like you have to practice, of course, and then what else? You only get like 3 shots, and then you get your audition in, and so that was a really hard process. There's also sight reading included, and that was really, really hard. So yeah.
So for the All Northwest audition, they do time you. They like have a computer where, and that's what she's talking about, where you literally have like 3 minutes or 1 minute to look at sight reading, and then the timer starts and then it closes. So for all state, like we record and we upload. For All Northwest, they have a different system and they will time you. Like you can only do that audition in that window in that time.
Oh, that sounds a little stressful. So I know during Christmas, ASP was talking about how you guys were kind of going around and performing for nursing homes and kind of doing some stuff. Can you guys go into depth, like what you guys do for the community?
So basically all the choirs got together and we went on a little field trip, got to skip school. That was really fun. And we went to 3 different nursing homes and 2 different nursing homes, I think. I don't really know. And we went and sang for them. And then we went to the police station too, and we sang for them. And it was really fun just to spread like Christmas cheer and sing for like the community members.
Yeah, I always thought when I saw like choiring or like going door to door choiring, I always thought that was super cool. Like I used to get some in my neighborhood, but I don't get it anymore. I don't know why. So choir at CHS, I've heard a couple of words thrown around, but I want to get it from you guys. What do you guys think when you think of choir at CHS?
I think choir at CHS is really, really welcoming, and it's just a really big family. We all love each other, and honestly, choir is really vulnerable, so you get to know each other really, really quickly, and it's just a place where you can come and feel really welcomed, and whether you've sang before or you're really good at singing, we're welcoming everyone in, and we just love everyone.
Adding on to that, it's a place to grow, not just like your musician skills, also as a person, and you get to grow along with others, and yeah.
How has choir impacted you academically and with other things that you do at Columbia High School? Because you guys are involved in so many things. What are those things that you're involved in, and how has that impacted you?
Well, me personally, I'm involved mainly in choir and theater. And choir itself, especially taking on a leadership role, has definitely grown my sense of determination and accountability, not only for myself, but for others, like making sure that not only is everyone doing the job that they need to do, but I'm doing the job that I need to do, and owning up if I don't do that job or if I can't do that job, and getting other people to help me to complete this goal.
Adding on to that is also like making time for everything, just like let's say your homework, turn that in on time. Let's say if I'm doing a project in theater, I have to have that in time, and like and then just making time. It's kind of stressful, but making that time will make it less.
I also think like learning really hard music, there's some like songs that it's like really hard for me, like the language songs especially, but like going through those like challenges in choir helps me like with other challenges in school, like math or English or something. So I think that's also a big part of choir too.
Yeah, I'm in soccer and choir, and so I'm pretty busy. And honestly, being in choir just holds you accountable because you have to be there for yourself, but you also have to be there for all your choir members. And if you don't have good enough grades, then you can't perform or go to these activities. So you have to keep yourself accountable, and you also have to keep your like teammates, but classmates also accountable.
I will say choir has definitely also shaped my like life plan, I guess, because at the start of this year, I was not planning on going to college. I was planning on maybe a trade school and just like trying to figure out. And now I'm planning on going and majoring in music education, and it's a great thing.
One thing I really love about choir is that it's super for it's for anyone, like your most experienced singer and your least experienced singer, or your people who want to become music educators, or your people who are like, I just want to sing in the middle of my school day to kind of break up what my day looks like, right? So instead of going from a class that has desks, we clearly do not, right? So if you just like the most casual of people and the most like passionate and intense of people, it's just really a one size fits all kind of ensemble.
Yeah, you guys got some crazy guts. I can't sing or dance. I don't know how you guys do.
You just learn. You just got to be brave.
I can sing in my car, but I not well enough to go out in front of people. So I got a couple more questions for you guys. So one, what is like your I call it pregame because I always did a bunch of sports, but what's like the day before and the day of competition look like for you guys? Do you guys like avoid certain foods? Do you try and keep your mouth, or like try and not yell as much so you don't lose your voice? I remember when I had my buddy Brody Walker, he was a senior last year. He lost his voice and he was just gnawing on honey to try and keep his voice in. So I was just wondering, I was like, do you guys have anything you got to avoid or anything like that?
And I wouldn't say even like competition, but like concerts in general, like any performance. It can get pretty crazy. Here,
Okay. So I don't drink milk. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink, what's it called? Wait, no, I don't eat chocolate either. Those affect like all that sugar like gets stuck in your throat and just builds up, and it creates a lot of mucus, and like it's so gross.
People don't want to hear about the mucus.
Sorry. It's real. What else? But if you get sick or something, you go like in this well, for me, like I start like drinking lots of like tea, and then like eating a lot of like honey, because that really does help. It really does help, but like it's really scary to get like sick like before a performance. So like we have to take care of ourselves like really, really good.
I'll say on the nicer side, before concerts and before rehearsals, we'll always warm up both physically and our voices, going through stretches and different scales and such. And then before every concert, what we do is we all like to sit down, and Miss Scene will read us a book, and she'll like show us the pictures, and we'll go ooh and ah, and it's just the sweetest thing. It's amazing.
That sounds pretty cool. I knew a little bit, but I didn't know it went that deep. I don't think I could give up milk. I love milk. So you guys got like a after concert ritual or anything? You guys all like huddle together? You guys all go eat? I know after like a football game or like a wrestling match, we always went to Freddy's. Always nibbled because that was the only thing that was open.
Yeah, we always go to a fast food place. A couple years ago, it was consistently McDonald's, but or Freddy's. As of this year, it's pretty much a rock, paper, scissors competition between me and Oscar to decide where we're going after. And so sometimes it's McDonald's, sometimes it's Freddy's, sometimes it's Wendy's. But we always go just as a big old choir and just go eat some food and ice cream.
I've heard legends about these hangouts. I will appear at the end of the year one to say bye to my singers again. But until then, I hear legends that like some nasty drink concoctions come out from this. Like they just, Oscar, please take it away.
I've got this one. So one of our choir members, who's a senior now, I won't call her out. She doesn't want to be called out. But what we'll do every time is any fast food place we go, once we're like pretty much all done eating, she'll take her empty soda cup and just fill it with random stuff she can find throughout this restaurant, and then have every choir member try this mysterious drink.
They don't have to. It's not hazing. We
True,
don't haze.
True, we don't force. Some have been worse than others. Some have been okay to drink, but it's always a fun time just to see everyone like, oh, what is this? It's amazing.
I don't wish that upon anyone. That happened to me one year at my old school. They woke us up. It was for basketball, and they woke us up at like 4:00 in the morning, and we went to like IHOP, and they concoct something, it was like mayonnaise coffee, and they made us sip, and I took a sip, and this is going to sound disgusting. I took a sip, spat it out, walked up to the bathroom, and threw up. All right. So while we're kind of on the topic of concerts, you guys got anything coming up anytime soon? Or are you guys near the end of your season?
Yeah, we have a few. So next Tuesday, Conbrio is going to the NNU Treble Choir Festival, where we join with other high schools and we sing combined songs with other high schools and then our own songs. And then at the end of next week, we have solo and ensemble, where people are competing or trying to qualify for the state version of solo and ensemble along with non-state. And then in a couple more weeks, in the first week of March, we have our concert, and then we have our festival. So we really have 4 performances coming up in the next 3 weeks. It's a busy time of year for us.
All right, Wildcats, you heard her. We got some stuff coming up for the choir, and we'd like you guys there. But have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys around.